to protect your soul.
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
And now, Sam Smith and Uno Overlays presents Saturday Night Showdown.
Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Oh, man. What's up? We got a good one for you. The first Saturday Night Showdown of the year is a good one as the Bruins are in Philly to take on the Flyers at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown, the first rendition of the 25-26 season. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Happy Saturday. How are we doing? Glad to see everybody here. Oh man, oh man. Let's take a look at your starting lineup, but first, before we do, I want to send a very special thank you to Skillet for their song Showtime. It's off their album Revolution. It's the official Saturday Night Showdown theme song. It's available to stream on Spotify and Apple Music now. Thank you to Skillet for Showtime. For the Bruins, Pavel Zacha in the middle, Riley Tufte and Mikey Isamont, Marat Husnadinov, Georgi Merkulov, and Mark Kastelik. Sean Corrali, Johnny Beecher, and Dalton Bancroft, Patrick Brown, Jeff Viel, and Riley Duran. On defense, Hampus Lindholm is back for the first time since November 12th, alongside Henry Jokiharju, Mason Lohrei, and Jonathan Aspero, Frederick Brunet, and Jordan Harris, with Michael DiPietro in net for the Bruins with Simone Zajac backing him up. For the Flyers, it's Sean Couturier, Alex Bumpin, Travis Konechny, Trevor Zegers, Christian Dvorak, and Matvei Michkov, Jet Lushenko, Nikita Grabankin, and Owen Tippett. As we got Gosher, Abels, and Garnet Hathaway in the fourth line, Cam York and Travis Sanheim defensively, Adam Ginning and Jamie Drysdale, Nick Seeler, and Grands with Sam Earson in net. Those are your starting lineups for both teams. Mean Wells Fargo Center? No, I do not mean Wells Fargo Center. That is not the name of the building anymore. The name of the building is now the Xfinity Mobile Arena. I gotta be accurate, guys. I gotta be accurate. I wish it was still called the Wells Fargo Center, but it's not. Unfortunately, called the Wells Fargo Center. Excuse me. Show the game or just give play-by-play? I am just going to be giving play-by-play. I can't show the game legally. It's against the law. I wish I could show the game. I absolutely do. If I could, I would. But I can't. So Hampus Lindholm and Pavel Zacha making their preseason debuts for the Bruins here this year, and Sean Corrali playing in a Bruins uniform for the first time since the 2021 playoffs. Hampus Lindholm missed the final 65 games of the season with a shattered kneecap. So it'll be good to have him back for the first time since November. How you doing? I'm good. I'm tired. I just I just got back from calling high school football over at Nipmuc High School in Upton for my FM. Did high school football color commentary as it was Medfield against Nipmuc. Medfield picking up the 44-22 win on the road So that's what I was doing, and I'm a little bit burnt out. But here we are. We have Bruins Flyers, so I'm excited. As we continue to count things down, we're actually gonna have a Nesson broadcast. Nesson Plus has the Bruins game today. Red Sox are over on Nesson. Red Sox clinching a playoff spot last night after beating the Tigers. Cedar Rafaela walk-off hit in the bottom of the ninth inning. Red Sox on their way to the playoffs for the first time in 4 years will play either the Yankees or the Blue Jays or the Guardians, I believe is the final 3 teams they can play in the wild card round. There may be Red Sox playoff coverage on YouTube. Might be, depending on what the schedule is and what my schedule is. There might be. Maybe for certain games. If the Bruins and the Red Sox overlap, I'll be doing the Bruins, but also having Red Sox off to the side so I can see how they're doing. That is what I'll be doing. Ugh. Everything hurts. You should have seen the broadcast position I was in. I was not on solid ground calling a football game today. I was actually sitting... I was standing on a storage container. Got paid, though. That's all that matters. But, ooh! Not pretty. What's up, Connor? Happy Saturday. No, the Red Sox are winning. Very good. They're winning 1-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. Very good. Sogard had an RBI single. Who's pitching today? Oh, early. That's good. Connolly early. 4 innings. 1 hit. Nice. 6 strikeouts. Having a good day, huh? Nice. Very good. They're getting ready for the national anthem here. We're actually going to see a rare case of the away team showing the national anthem, the Bruins showing the national anthem on the road. Question for you, Sam. What's your favorite Bruins jerseys of all time? The Philadelphia Flyers and Ed Snyder Youth Hockey and Education. Oh, the Bernie Parent tribute. My favorite Bruins jerseys of all time. Well, favorite Winter Classic jersey is a different answer than my favorite jersey, because my favorite Winter Classic jersey of all time is the 2010 Winter Classics, the yellow ones they wore against the Flyers. Also, my favorite jersey of all time was the Bruins alternates from 2007 to like 2016. It was the one. It was black with the yellow logo. It had the Bruins on it. Yeah. That was my personal favorite. This first period of Bruins action here on YouTube is presented by Uno Overlays. It's the easy way to overlay. Yes. Alexander Barkov out for most of the season, if not all of it, with a ACL and MCL injury. He was going into surgery, I think, today, this morning. Hope all is well for Barkov, but that's not great news for the Panthers as a team that's missing Matt Tkachuk already. Going to be out through the new year. I mean, not great news to hear. If you're the Panthers, as this is your Saturday night showdown score bug for the year. Hopefully you guys like that. the Scorebug. Yeah, it's a little different for Saturday nights than the other ones will look like for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday games. NHL's 25 Scorebug, but better looking. I appreciate that. And plus, look at that logo right down there, huh? Look at that. Where's my finger? There it is. Look at that logo. Got that figured on. Got that figured out on there. Excuse me. Still getting over this cough. It's all I got, just a cough. That Bruins hat is sweet. It's the Bruins side jersey patch. They wear it right there. Looks sick. Scoot over a little bit here. Jeez. Jeez, man. How far along are we into this song? Not even close. Next door neighbor is watching the Auburn game. He's a big Auburn football fan. So if you hear him screaming, don't worry about it. It's okay. I'll be screaming the Bruins are playing deep into the season, so it's okay. Don't mind him. Penn State plays Oregon tonight in a whiteout. Yeah, I'll be watching Penn State, Oregon, and I'll be watching Alabama, Georgia tonight. Those are the two games that'll be on the TV tonight. All right. National anthem wrapping up. We are underway in Philly. Bruins win the face-off. Yoki Haru off of Mikey Isamon and in the zone. Played it around the Flyers net. That puck bounces in front. Tufte trying to play it, cannot. Flyers will move it out into the neutral zone. Bruins get it back. Yoki Haru moves it ahead. Sanheim tied up. Isamon gets it through. Isamon looks to center, takes a shot, save. Ersson rebound. Zaka's try, saved by Ersson as well. Tufte looks to center in front. Could not connect on that feed. It's dumped into the zone by Abels. Hampus Lindholm, his first time touching the puck in about 10 months. He was knocked out of action back in November, shattered his kneecap against the Blues. He's back in action. This puck comes all the way back down to the Bruins end. Yoki Haru. Good to see Hampy back in the lineup. Sean Corrali gets it into the Flyers' end. Johnny Beecher on it. Plays it around to Dalton Bancroft. Signed on an ATO with Providence last year. Then he's signing his entry level out of Cornell. Got to call one of his games in Providence last year alongside Austin Rook. Dvorak for Matvei Michkov. Zegras looks to center in front. That puck just goes wide of the net. This puck comes out to the line, kept in by Nick Seeler. Zegras plays it around. Trevor Zegras acquired by Philadelphia from Anaheim over the summer. Michkov, puck comes to Jonathan Aspero. Played around to Mason Lohrei. Lohrei has it, plays it over to Aspero. Bruins will try to get this out of the zone. They flip it into the neutral zone. Mark Kastelik, first man on it. Kastelik trying to work off his man. Looking to center. Puck comes in front, and Husnudinov couldn't get there. Husnudinov scoring the game-tying goal. Tippett. Tied up there by Brunet. Luchenko back to York. Sanheim fires a shot. Saves DiPietro. Rebound. Tippett grabs it. Flyers rotating. Flyers have more NHLers on the ice than the Bruins do. Marat Husnudinov wrapped up there by Tippett. Back out top for York. Sanheim shot. Save DiPietro. And this puck will go out of play. 2:26 into the game. Oh! They're showing the replay of the Justin Falk block. The Justin Falk shot that got blocked by Hampus Lindholm. You hear that? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Flyers win the draw. They keep it in the offensive zone as it's put in wide. Puck comes in front. Riley Duran couldn't play the puck. And the puck will come out to the blue line. Flyers keep it in the zone. It's not 34-2 Flyers. Sabres, I promise. Brown for Jeffrey Viel across the Flyers line. Viel tied up there by Drysdale. Puck comes to Brown. Back out top. Hampus Lindholm fires a shot. That goes wide. Duran on the rebound. Hampus Lindholm. Jokiharju's shot deflects it in front. I think it might have got to Earson. Couldn't quite tell. The camera angle is kind of whatever. I just think they need to turn on the saturation on the camera. It looks the Bruins jersey looks a little bright. Brown dumps in deep. Earson plays it around for Drysdale. Bruins are back out there on the top line. Tufte centering pass past Isamont. Couturier for Drysdale. Flyers move it ahead. They get it into the zone. A shot from the line that misses wide. Sean Couturier's got it. Sealer plays it over. Shot there from Grands. It's in front. Save DiPietro. Rebound cleared away. Bruins doing a nice job getting that puck away from their own side. Shots are 3-2 Bruins. What's going on with the Sabres Red Wings game? It's not 34-2, I promise. The Sabres are not that good. Here is Sealer for Grands. Flyers have 30 seconds of zone time so far. Aspero. Zaka chips it over. Puck comes to Tufte. Now it's Mason Lowry. Reaches the red line. Couldn't get it in deep. Couturier took it off his stick. Now Beecher backtracking. Moves it ahead now. Dumped into the zone by Dalton Bancroft. Sean Corrali in on the forecheck for Boston. Corrali knocking Sanheim off the puck. Played around and it comes to Michkov. Moved ahead to Dvorak. Jordan Harris, what a hit! Knocking down Dvorak. Michkov looking to center for Zegras. Whacked away there by Bancroft. Dvorak back out to Sanheim. Past Cam York. Corrali's stick, nice job getting it away. Brunet couldn't get it out. Kept alive by Michkov. Dvorak shot fought off by DiPietro. Rebound into the corner. Anyway, I can watch this game for free. I don't know if there's anywhere for free. Beecher 2-on-1 with Bancroft. Beecher across. Bancroft could not get the pass from Beecher. Beecher gets knocked down. Corrali with it. Corrali into Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm with it. In down low, past Corrali. Jokiharju's got it at the right point. Shot in wide. Corrali for Kastelik. Now Trevor Zegras. Georgi Merkulov out there. Merkulov getting his first action of the preseason. Hasn't really been given a fair shake. Remains to be seen what his future is in Boston. Merkulov loses his stick, but the Flyers are now on a rush here. Nice stick lift by Kastelik on a try there from Grabenkin. Now Drysdale gets it to Ginning. Merkulov, good forecheck. Puck forced to Husnudinov. Shot is blocked on the way out. Delayed offside. Bruins have to tag up. Now it's Jet Lushenko. making Riley Duran fall. Deflected into the zone there by Abels. Hathaway looks to center in front, could not garner. Hathaway, the former Bruin, was on the 22-23 team down the stretch, acquired from the Caps in the Orloff and Craig Smith trade. Patrick Brown gets it in the zone. Finding a way to watch them. It's on Nesson Plus. If you don't have Nesson Plus, stay tuned. I can tell you the story with my play-by-play. Brunet, shot blocked on the way to the net on the far side. Puck comes out. Frederick Brunet's got it for Boston. Patrick Brown gets it in around the net. VL works it in deep from the far side to the near side corner. Hathaway. Puck comes to Brown. Played out top to Harris. Harris shot. And a save by Ersson. And there are some extracurriculars after the whistle as well. Big tie-up there behind the Flyers' net. 7 minutes into the first period, scoreless. And what has been a pretty much a kind of a do-nothing first 7 minutes of this one. And go to commercial break. It also might be on ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. I can double check that to tell you. If you're in the Bruins or the Flyers, if you're in the Bruins market, it might not pop up. But if you're looking for it for Flyers fans or those who are not in the Boston market, yes. So, if you go to ESPN Plus, it isn't a blackout because I'm in the New England market. But if you're not in the New England market, you can watch it on ESPN Plus. But make sure to stick around for the commentary. You're subscribing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know it should be on some sort of NBC Sports Philly. I agree with that. As they go to TV timeout. Flyers market ends blacked out on ESPN Plus. Well, that's stupid because there's no other way for them to watch it. I will call it the way I see it. That's pretty stupid. Not gonna lie. Hopefully, well, I'll tell you the story. How about that? I'll tell you the story. I'm a Bruins fan, so I'm gonna be excited when my team does well, but Flyers fans are more than welcome to be here. It's over 7 minutes in. Still in TV timeout. What do you think about Zacha? I like Zacha. I could see him getting moved. I do like him though. Hopefully it works himself out. They're practicing with him playing with Arvidsson and Blumel on the second line, and I like it. The Flyers are going to go on to the power play here, as VL is going to get sent off. Bruins win the draw. Corrali ahead for Beecher. The Bruins will break this out shorthanded. Beecher has Corrali with him. Beecher takes a shot, saved by Ersson. Well, you like to see that out of Beecher. Here is Travis Konechny for Trevor Zegras. Bruins are shorthanded. VL gets sent off for the extracurricular stuff after the whistle. Zegras for Tippett. Back out top. Drysdale. Michkov got poke checked by Beecher. Beecher, the nice breakup. Puck comes to Zegras in the slot. Chance in front. Konechny kick save DiPietro. Drysdale for Michkov. All five of these guys out there for Philly are NHLers. 3 out of 4 are guaranteed NHLers. Beecher's the only one on the brink. Michkov. Beecher breaks up the pass. Konechny in front. Puck goes wide. As the Bruins are now in the final minute of power play time to work with defensively. Shot saved by DiPietro. Less than 50 seconds to go. Bruins will get it out. It's Sean Corrali with a 200-foot clear. As each team has an extra shot. Shots are 5-5. Here is Sanheim across the line. Dvorak stood up there by Aspero. I almost said Cole Koepke. He's wearing number 45. Not a Flyers fan, just a Delawarean. Ah, fair enough. So you're a Bruins fan from Delaware? I think that's a first. Love it. Chance in front, backdoor. Sanheim puts it just wide of the net. They're taking a Flyers shot away. Here is York, Couturier, Dvorak. Couturier back to Dvorak in front. Sanheim scores. On the back door, it's Travis Sanheim, and Philadelphia is in front 1-0. Well, guys, I just want to point out one thing. I am on a stream delay. I'm watching it on Fubo TV, so I don't like to see stuff get spoiled before it happens, before I see it happen. So hold back on the chatter until I say that it happens. Would appreciate it. I don't want stuff getting spoiled. It ruins the fun. But the Flyers take a 1-0 lead on a goal for Travis Sanheim on the power play. And it's 1-0 Philadelphia 9 minutes in. The goal count at the 8:57 mark. Corrali for Kastelik. Trying to work his way through. Big tie-up against his man. Husnudinov in the slot. Merkulov, his shot just misses over the net. That's not Corrali, that was Merkulov. Merkulov, don't really know where his role is in the Bruins organization. Oh, backdoor chance for Merkulov to Kastelik, just missed wide. Brunet, tied up there by Gaucher. Tied up there by Grands. Merkulov for Marat Husnudinov. Back out top. Brunet at the left point. Now the right point rotating to the middle. Husnudinov. Brunet at the left point. Fakes a shot. Takes it. Goes wide of the net. Merkulov in on the rebound. Down on the near side corner. Bruins going from left to right. Here's Merkulov. Merkulov now down low for Patrick Brown. Saucer pass out to Lohrei. Lohrei trying to play it over to Merkulov. Got deflected. Brunet's got it. Back out to Lohrei center point. Now on the left side. Lohrei. Duran turns and shoots. That shot gets blocked, and Duran is down. He'll get back to his feet. He'll go right off. Lohrei, a cross-ice pass for Brunet. Didn't get through. Brunet. Bruins have some good zone time possession here. Brunet. VL off the bench. Brunet for Lohrei. Bruins changing on the fly. Here's Tufte. For Mason Lohrei. Looking for a drop feed. Has Jokiharju. Bruins got a full change. Jokiharju. Lohrai's shot gets blocked in traffic. Flyers are just collapsing in the slot. No shots are getting through. Bruins get possession back. It's Tufte. Out there with VL and Brown. Here is Brown. Over to Jokiharju. Touch pass just past his man. Here is Tufte. Centering pass for Brown in the slot. Could not keep it in. Jokiharju over to Hampus Lindholm. 9 minutes to go in the first period. Minute 15 of offensive zone time. No shots to show for it. Lindholm in front, back door for VL. Couldn't connect. Now Brown's got it. In down low for VL. Bruins have the puck in the offensive zone for almost 90 seconds. In front, Tufte saved by Urson. Rebound still free. Cleared away by Hathaway. Hampus Lindholm down on the forecheck. Couldn't get anything going. VL, Bruins keep it at the line. Jokiharju for Brown. Tufte. Brown's one-timer shot. Save. Rebound VL. Saved by Urson. Rebound still free, and they blow it dead. But the Bruins had two quality chances with almost 2 minutes of offensive zone time. They just could not converge. And breathe. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are on as we have just surpassed 2,000 subscribers. Would appreciate a sub and a like. Yeah, so guys, just in general, make sure not to spoil anything until I say that it happens. Don't say anything in the chat until I say it happens, because I don't want the surprise and the fun to be ruined for anybody, including myself. All good. Oh. As they're in commercial break, by the way. 8:32 to go in the first period. 1-0 Philadelphia on a power play goal for Travis Sanheim. I hate spoilers. So do I. I'll put this down on the bottom. How about that? First intermission, I have an announcement about BNG, Black and Gold Productions, who is the sponsor of the third period, by the way. They're having a nice little giveaway. We'll talk about that during the first intermission, as you and a friend or a lover or a family member or whatever might have a chance to go to the home opener. Oh, yeah. Stay tuned. During the first intermission, as we are back out of the TV timeout. Shot 7-6 Boston, as you can see on your screen. Saturday Night Showdown will feature the shot clock, as we have a stop, 8:20 to go. The Saturday Night Showdown scoreboard will feature the shots, the shot counter. Merkulov scoring 15 goals, 39 assists for 54 points in 59 games with Providence last year. Saw a little time in the NHL, but puck's underneath Marat Husnadinov, who gets it back to Lindholm. Bruins win the draw. Jokiharju in the neutral zone, off of Merkulov and in. Kastelik tying up his man. Shot counter automatic. No, I have to control it. This puck will come down. We have an icing against Philadelphia. If it was automatic, I swear. I mean, I could probably figure out a way for it to happen, but I have to pay extra money for that. But I don't mind. Running the counter. Also, super chats are available. Hit that $sign on the live chat. Also, you can hit the pinned comment in the live chat and donate to the stream. You can absolutely available. It's absolutely optional, but you can if you want. Shot by Zacha goes wide. Tufte couldn't jam on the rebound off the face-off, and the Bruins in the Flyers' end. Puck's tied up in the near side corner. Drysdale tied up there by Tufte and Zacha. Puck comes to Ginning. Good pressure here from Tufte and Zacha. Flyers will get it across the line. It's Konechny. Lohrei out there. And the Bruins get it back. It's Zacha. Sauces it to Lohrei. Fans on the pass. Gets it back, though. Oof, that could have been dangerous. Now here's Beecher. Puck comes out of the zone. Now it's Brunet. Works against Michkov. For Beecher, back to Brunet. 7:15 to go in the first. Beecher played it past Pancroft and Corrali. Beecher not having a great start to the preseason. He's on the brink of elimination from the NHL roster. Signed another year with Boston over the summer. Trying to battle for a roster spot. Not going too well. It's plays like that. Falling down, turning over the puck. Michkov for Zegras. Cam York. Bancroft kept it just inside the line. Poked out by Beecher. Here, and we're going to have a stop. It's going to be a penalty on Boston. It's going to be on Dalton Bancroft. And the Flyers will go to the power play for the second time. So Philadelphia will go to the power play for the second time as Bancroft knocked down York. .6:38 to play in the first period. Flyers will be on the power play for the second time. They were successful their first time around on a Travis Sanheim goal. 3 shots their first time around on the power play. Brown wins the draw. Jokiharju over to Riley Duran, and he'll clear it 200 feet. Zegras. Across the line. Tippett. Past Zegras. Hampus Lindholm. Konechny tying it up as well. Tip it back up to the line. Here's Drysdale at the point. Works it in deep. Past everyone. Michkov, poke check by Duran. This puck worked into the corner. Konechny, Lindholm trying to work it away from him. Can't. Kept alive there by Philadelphia. Tip it for Drysdale at the center point. Spins off of Duran. Good pressure by Duran out top. Zegras, the sauce pass over to Michkov. Michkov at the right point. Waiting. Zegras, front. Save DiPietro. Lindholm back out to the line. Drysdale keeps it in for Philly. Tip it. Konechny. Back out to Drysdale. Fires it intentionally wide. Zegras trying to play it around. Can't. Under a minute to go in the power play. Brown can't get it out. Tip it across for Konechny. Drysdale, fans on it. Brown trying to dive out to get it out. He can't. Now it's Drysdale. 45 seconds to go. Down to 40 on the power play. Zegras has a man back door. Michkov poke check by Brown. Good stick lift by Brown. And the clear and the change. Woo! Brown and Duran with Lindholm and Jokiharju standing their ground, standing tall. So far through the first 90 seconds of the power play. Now Sanheim for Dvorak. Back to Sanheim. Brunet with the take and the clear 200 feet. 15 seconds to go on the power play. The Flyers jerseys do look a little like a different shade of orange. 10 seconds to go in the Flyers power play. Bruins force a turnover. It's Mark Kastelik shorthanded. Kastelik on his way to the net couldn't get a shot away. In front for Corrali, couldn't play it. Power plays up, back to 5-on-5. The Bruins get Bancroft back. Bump gets knocked into by Kastelik. Across for York, broken up there by Bancroft. Here is Aspero for Brunet. Here is Kastelik, moves it out of the zone. I don't know what that sound was. It might have been one of the speakers in the arena. Bump and Harris go for a ride. Aspero. Bruins get it out. It's Bancroft with the clear. Here's Granz ahead. Puck played behind Abels. Back to Granz as Tufte and Abels come together. They had a big fight in Providence down in Lehigh Valley last year, these two, I believe. Sealer's shot saved by DiPietro. Zacha ahead for Lohrei, plays it off the bounce. Lohrei onside. Cross ice dump goes past everybody. Tufte and Zacha couldn't play it. Gosher tied up there. Zacha and Tufte battling. Abels, Flyers with the breakout. Intercepted in the neutral zone by Jordan Harris. Will get it back in as the Bruins will finish a change. We have a stop. I believe it's going to be a power play for Boston. It looks like the Flyers took a penalty. It's going to be Abels for interference. And the Bruins will go to the power play for the first time today after this TV timeout. So we'll see what the Bruins can do here on the man advantage, trying to tie it up late in the first in the Bruins preseason game number 3. Excuse me. Chat, y'all are dead. What happened? What happened, chat? Make sure to join the conversation in the live chat. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say about what's going on. Busy focusing on the game? Fair enough. Fair enough. How did the Red Wings Sabres game end? I know that game's probably over by now. Sabres win 5-2. Who scored for Philly? Travis Sanheim. cooking dinner. Oh, what you making for dinner, Victoria? I need to know that. And now I'm asking the really important questions. Good journalist of me asking what you're having for dinner. Zaka, Merkulov, Bancroft, Lindholm, Lohrei. Okay. Big tie-up Zaka against Dvorak. Dvorak wins it. Comes out to the line. Bruins keep it in. Merkulov through Lohrei. It's cleared down by Cam York. Here is Lindholm backing out of his own end behind his own net. Moves it ahead off Zaka's stick, and it's Hathaway who takes it away. It's cleared down. Uh-oh. Can't be happening for a guy that can be trusted on the power play this year like Pavel Zacha. Trusted on that second unit, probably. That's where I have him at. Lindholm for Zacha for Merkulov across the line. Merkulov enters the zone. He threw himself into a phone booth, got tied up by 3 Flyers defenders, and it's cleared back down. Chick-fil-A nuggets and french fries? That sounds good to me. Minute 15 on the power play. Isamont gets it in. Tufte, Isamont, Kastelik, Hustadinov, and is that Jokiharju? No, it's Aspero, second unit. The Bruins' passing has not been good on this power play. The breakouts aren't good. 2 minutes to go in the first period. 45 to go in the power play. That's been awful, put it bluntly. Isamont for Husnudinov across the line. Kastelik waiting. Kastelik working his way through. Puck comes in front, saved by Ersson. Tufte. Played past Aspero. Husnudinov keeps it in, whips it around the boards in deep. Tufte will try to will pinch on it. Past Isamont. Husnudinov. Puck. He caught something up to the face. Isamont. Aspero couldn't keep it in. Puck comes out. DiPietro will leave it for Aspero. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Husnudinov will go off. And he looks like he's going to go down the tunnel. Bruins power plays up back to 5-on-5. One shot, and that power play wasn't a productive one. Brown just got pushed face first into the back of the net. Harris. VL's shot blocked in front by Ginning. VL had a good game on Sunday against the Capitals. We're now in the final minute of the first period. Now it's VL. Brown will whack it in the zone. Drysdale down to 40 seconds. Harris keeps it in. Goes over VL's glove on the flip. Drysdale on the far side. Flyers will move it into the neutral zone. Dumped in. Harris, it's taken back by Sean Corrali down to 20 seconds. Corrali with a flip in. Ersson guides it aside. Shots are even at 9. Now Sean Couturier. 10 seconds to go in the period. Jokiharju will get this puck out. This will come back down. 5 seconds to go in the first period. It is Alex Bump who will hang on with. Beecher scores! With less than a second to go as the Flyers coughed up the puck. And it's Johnny Beecher. We are tied at 1. Huh. That's unbelievable. How did that happen? Oh, man. Bump just lost the puck, and Beecher found it and went 5-hole. With less than a second to go. I did not realize it was a horn. That is the end of the first period. It is 1-1. Johnny Beecher getting a goal at the very end off a screw up from the Flyers, and it's 1-1 through 20 minutes. Sometimes you just take it. You know, sometimes you just take the ones that they give you, right? So 1-1 at the end of 20 minutes in Philly. What a first period that was. All right, y'all. Well, this is oh boy. He's yelling again. Well, guys, the first period comes to a close. Let's take a look at the stats through 20 minutes in Philly. The Bruins and Flyers, of course, are tied at 1. Shots were 10-9 in favor of the Bruins. The Bruins won 80% of faceoffs in that first period. They won 8 of 10 of faceoffs in that first period. Wow. Bruins went 0 for 1 on the power play. Flyers went 1 for 2. 4 penalty minutes for Boston, 2 for Philly. 9 hits for Philly, 6 for Boston. 3 blocked shots for Boston, 5 for Philly. 4 giveaways for Boston, 3 giveaways, and no takeaways on either side. Travis Sanheim scoring the goal for the Flyers at 8:57 on a backdoor feed from Dvorak. And Johnny Beecher getting an unassisted goal at 19:59. So, well, guys, there is a massive chance for you to go win tickets to the Bruins home opener. I know. All right. Well, this is a really great opportunity for you guys because the Bruins the Bruins are playing the Blackhawks next Thursday night. Not next. Well, there's 2 Thursdays from now. That's the home opener, and you have a chance to go. You and a friend, you and a lucky friend of yours, or family member, or loved one, have a chance to go to the Bruins home opener because Black and Gold Productions is giving away 2 tickets to the Bruins home opener. That's right. To enter, you got to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to the Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel and go subscribe. Link down below in the description. Shoot us an email at bnggiveaways@gmail.com and share with us your YouTube handle. And you must be following the Black and Gold Pod X accounts. That's Black and Gold Pod. Make sure you go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok at Black and Gold Hockey Podcast and Black and Gold Productions. And the winner will be announced next week on the podcast. It's quite simple. All you have to do is enter into the giveaway, shoot us an email, subscribe to the YouTube channel, must follow the Black and Gold Pod X account and other social media platforms that you are entered in to the giveaway to win 2 free tickets to the Bruins home opener next Thursday against the Blackhawks on October 9th, 2 Thursdays from now, a week from Thursday. Very exciting stuff. So go over and shoot us an email at bnggiveaways@gmail.com. And in fact, I'm going to go look and see if anybody shot us an email to enter into the giveaway. I'm very intrigued. Oh, yes, a lot of people did. We have 5 entries so far. Shout out to everybody who is entered into the giveaway as of right now. But make sure to go on over, shoot us an email, and you have a chance to win. You and a friend can go to the Bruins home opener next Thursday. Yeah. Very exciting stuff. And the Red Sox are back in the playoffs, by the way, guys. The Red Sox are on their way back to the postseason. They're going to be playing in wild card, in the wild card, taking on the Yankees, Blue Jays, or Guardians. It looks like in the wild card. It looks like they're going to be traveling as well for that in the wild card. Very excited. Hope it's the Yanks. That'd be great. That'd be ideal. Guys, it is official for Patriots fans. Christian Gonzalez returns this Sunday for the Patriots against the Panthers. There you go. Do you think we'll win against the Capitals next week? I'd hope so. I hope so. I mean, it depends on who makes the roster and, you know, the whole thing, but hope so. I gotta trim back my beard. Jeez, man. Just gotta trim it back. Favorite lineup before opening night? Oh, okay. Well, Nesson, the camera's crooked. The camera's crooked, Nesson. Okay, jeez, man. Okay. So I already did this video, but based off what I've seen in the preseason, I'm actually gonna change it. Elias Lindholm, Morgan Geekie, David Pasternak. That first line has to be the first line. I can't see any other first line, right? Second line, I mean, I originally had Zacha with Middlestat and Arvidsson, but if they're really insisting on Zacha being a center, don't be surprised if you see Mate Blumel on the second line with Zacha and Arvidsson. And the third line being what they saw in practice yesterday, Tanner Jeannot with Casey Middlestat and Matt Patra. And the fourth line, Mikey Esamont, Sean Corrali, Mark Kastelik. Your extra forward is Husnudinov. That's your 13th forward who rotates in and out of the lineup. Defensively, Lorai McAvoy, Lindholm and Peak, Zadorov, Jokiharju, with Harris as your 7th defenseman. And Swayman and whoever the backup is, whether that's Corpusalo or DiPietro. So, just saying it. Was with Fraser Minton. I don't know. I mean, I could see him being an extra forward too. Making Zacha a center instead of having him play as a natural wing, instead of having Zacha and Middlestat play as a wing, kind of screws Minton over a little bit. But I'd love to see Minton in the lineup. I just don't see it with Zacha and Middlestat both being centers. I just don't see it. He'd have to play the wing. And there's not a lot of options open with Geekie, Zacha, with Geekie, Blumel, Jeannot, and Esamont. There's not a lot of options. And Husnudinov rotating in and out. It's not. I wish we can have Minton in, but I don't see it. Don't think we have a chance against the top teams of the East this year. It's too early to call. Florida might be easier to play because there's going to be no Barkov and no Kachuk for the first few months. He's got to play Reinhardt, Bennett, and Marchand, and Verhaeghe. You worry about Forsling and Ekblad back. Might be a little easier to play Florida. So, how did Dean Sports do today? Dean Football's on the road. I don't know how they did. Oh boy, women's volleyball got swept. Football lost 52-12. Oh, that's swell. Field hockey lost 3-2. Oh no. Women's soccer tied with New England College 2-2. Men's soccer is winning. Very good. Oh no, the game ended. Dean won. Good. They beat NEC. That's a huge win. It's the first time they've ever beaten them. Wow. Good for Dean. Let's go. I'm calling the men's soccer homecoming game on Friday. Has DiPietro improved a bit from the last time he played, and what can you see in what did you see in the first period? DiPietro, he looked much better. He made 8 saves on 9 shots. He actually looked much better in the first period there than what we saw the first time around against the Caps. He just looked more comfortable. He looked better. Bruins power play was atrocious in that first period. I didn't like anything I saw out of it. Didn't like a thing. I liked the 2 minutes that the Bruins were trapping the Flyers in the offensive zone. The only problem is I think they need to get pucks through. Took a couple of shots. Shots were getting blocked. Get shots to the net, you know? Get shots to the front of the net. Good things happen when you throw pucks on the net. So, get the pucks to the front of the net. That's what I'd say. Keep throwing pucks to the net because good things are happening. So, excuse me. Who will win the Stanley Cup. Many of my friends said Florida makes it again. I don't see it. Barkov being done for most of the year, if not all the year, and then Kachuk being out till after the new year. I don't know. They improved the defense of this lineup so far. Well, Hampus Lindholm is out there. He's playing his first game in 10 months. He looks comfortable. He looks ready to go back there, and it's good to see. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it's better, right? It's better than I thought it was going to be. And Lindholm desperately needed a game like that, so I'm happy for Lindholm. Him playing with Yoki Haru is good for Henry. I think Lohrei has been okay. I thought he's been fine. I like Brunet's game so far. Aspero and Harris being out there is always a good thing. I really like Harris as well. So, oh yeah, we haven't even talked about this. So the Bruins brought in a new hockey operations advisor and mentor, and it's Chara. Zdeno Chara back with the Bruins organization as a member of the front office. Love to see it. Chara being brought back in. I'm very excited to see what Chara does with that. I'm very excited to see how he does as a Bruins as a new mentor. Very excited to see that. See what he does. He'll be at most of the Boston and Providence home games this year. Do you think Edmonton makes the final? No. They traded Arvidsson to Boston. They traded Evander Kane to Vancouver. They're not the same team. No. Vegas and Dallas are now stronger. Dallas, I'm not sure. Vegas is definitely with Marner. Colorado, you can never rule them out. Winnipeg can never rule them out either. So, hoping he brings even more wisdom to this defense. The hiring of Chara is only going to help guys like Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm. Because you're going to try to be a leader of this team, a leader of the defense, right? You're going to be a leader. There is no better leader to have in the front office to go to than Zdeno. So it's great. I'm happy to see him. You know, former teammate, former line mate for McAvoy, for Chara, right? With Chara there. It's awesome. Good hiring from the Bruins there. I'm glad to see Chara back in the front office. Back with the Bruins in the front office anyway. If the Bruins make the finals this year, it's a miracle and an upset. Oh, it's a miracle, all right. Because guess what? I don't see it. Always screaming about something again. Red Sox, they're down 2-1 on the 7th of the Tigers. Oh, boy. Early went he went 2 innings too long. He went an inning too long. Tolley came in, pitched an inning. Connor Murphy is in there in the 7th inning. Do you think that they could get the wild card? They could. If they make a run and they go make the right moves to the deadline and Higgins joins the roster after BC's season, I could totally see a world where the Bruins make the wild card. Now, it would most likely be a one and done. But if that's a success, right? Success is making the playoffs this year. That's a win for the Bruins. Regardless if they win it or if they get anywhere, or if they win at all or not, it's a whole other ball game. The getting there is a win in itself for Boston. So Vegas versus Canes in the final. Whew! Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Second period about to start in Philly. Stanley Cup final. For you in the Eastern Conference, I don't see a team that would beat the Florida Panthers over 7 games in a series. Barkov and Tkachuk being out kind of screws Florida over a little bit. I could see a team like Carolina finally getting over the hump. You know, Tampa can never rule out the Lightning. Can never rule them out. They just got to beat Florida in a series. Can never rule out Florida and Tampa. You can never rule out those teams. You can never... I mean, there's a lot of teams that got better, right? Montreal is going to make a run this year. They're going to try to make a run as best they can. So, you never know. New Jersey could be a team, too. New Jersey could be a team to watch out for, too. Especially if they get Luke Hughes signed. The Devils brought in Mason McTavish, but they brought them back. Brought him back on a 6-year deal at $7 million a season. 6x7 for McTavish is actually pretty cheap. So, Tampa doing pretty good so far in the preseason. I thought so, yeah. Ottawa too. Ottawa could be another team that could sneak their way into the playoffs. Who knows? How do you build a cup-winning team with veterans that were there when you lost it? I love Pasta and McAvoy. I just don't think they have mentality to be team leaders. IMO. Completely disagree. Completely disagree from the way they played the final 6 weeks. Pasternak being the voice of the locker room to the media. Took more of a leadership role than I ever expected to see him have. So, completely disagree with that. McAvoy, I mean, I don't know, but Pasternak for sure. Period underway in Philly. Bruins and Flyers tied at 1. Tie up in the neutral zone off the draw. Bruins get it. Jokiharju for Isamont. He'll get it in the zone onside. Now it's offside. Zacha will take this draw against Couturier and win it. Flyers get the puck though. Couturier will move it ahead and get it in the zone. Jokiharju trying to play it around, tied up there by Couturier. Puck is popped up. Alex Bump for Couturier. Off the stick of Hampus Lindholm. Konechny thrown into the wall by Lindholm. Tufte along the near side gets it into the neutral zone. Past Isamont, just couldn't play it. Couturier gets it back into the zone. Bump got it against Zacha. Henry Jokiharju plays it around for Hampus Lindholm. Bruins trying to keep it, trying to get it out. They do. It's Isamont who doesn't have a stick. Tufte flips it into the zone. The Bruins will get a change. Which player? We have a stop. 1906. Konechny is in the box. It's going to be a Bruins power play. Konechny going off for a slap. So the Bruins go to the power play for the second time as Konechny backhand slashes Isamont the stick right out of his hand while he had the puck. Kastelik, Husnudinov, Isamont with Aspero and Tufte. Bruins had one shot in their first power play. It wasn't a good one. Flyers win the draw. It's cleared down by Hathaway. Aspero drops it for Husnudinov to stop his momentum to play the puck. Here is Husnudinov. Gets it over to Tufte across the line on side. Tufte. Aspero left point. Drive on the net stopped. Kastelik gets it back on the rebound. Tufte at the left point. Cuts around Dvorak. Tufte. Cross-ice pass for Isamont. Couldn't play it cleanly, and Hathaway will get it back down. 30, almost 40 seconds, almost over 40 seconds now into the Bruins power play. Aspero, stretch pass ahead for Bancroft. Puck they couldn't get it in cleanly. Merkulov for Zacha. Aspero for Zacha. Lohrei across the line. Bruins going to try to get a change. This puck will come all the way down once again. They can't enter the zone cleanly with these guys out there. Lindholm drops it for Zacha. Merkulov to his right. Bancroft for Merkulov. There you go. There's an entry, and they set up shop. Lindholm at the point. For Merkulov. Not afraid to shoot the puck. Lohrei's in front. Zacha for Merkulov. Zacha looking. Lindholm fires. Save in front. Ersson, I think, might have got a piece. Zacha for Hampus Lindholm. Zacha. Merkulov in front for Lohrei. Pinning around on a save by Ersson. Good pressure from the Bruins there on that last entry. Just couldn't seem to put the puck in the net there. Good pass there by Merkulov, trying to connect with Lohrei. Couldn't quite connect there. And the Bruins have 14 seconds to work with on the power play. Brown, VL, and Duran out there with Harris, and I believe Jokiharju. Brunet's out there, sorry. Not Jokiharju. This puck will come all the way back down. This will pretty much wrap up the Bruins power play. They had another shot on this power play. Nothing of note, though. Brunet dumps in. Back to 5-on-5. Connecting out of the box for Philly. And now we have another penalty on Konechny? Are you serious? Out of the box, back in the box. No way. He'll sit for 2 more minutes. He came out of the box and tripped up Brunet. What is this? Chat, please don't stay quiet. Join the conversation. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the Bruins. Also, hit the like button on the live stream. 34 people watching, only 16 likes. Hit the like button. Would be appreciated. Big tie up off the draw, and the Flyers will clear its Cam York. It's one man talking to a green dot of a screen, so I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Zacha for Merkulov across the line. Bancroft gets it in down low. Merkulov against Sanheim. Lohrei. Zacha in front. Bancroft got knocked down. The puck was right in front of the net. Bruins get it across the line. It's Bancroft out for Lindholm. Lohrei at the left point. Lindholm center point. Bancroft fires a shot. Goes over the net. Bancroft gets it. Trying to center it in front. And he scores! Dalton Bancroft. A power play goal. And the Bruins have a 2-1 lead. Bruins gonna He gets on the score sheet. And the Bruins have a 2-1 lead. Bancroft scoring. And now here's Drysdale in the back in his zone end. So the Flyers are now down after scoring the first goal. Beecher and Bancroft, that third line of Beecher, Corrali, and Bancroft coming through for the Bruins here today to have a 2-1 lead. Puck comes to Sean Corrali. He'll sidestep his man and get it in the zone. Beecher and Corrali with Kastelik right now. Beecher out top. Here is Jokiharju. Back to Beecher. Nice job keeping that alive. Shot by Beecher. Sky is up and out of play. Scoreboard's down. Oh. That's why. You weren't seeing any of that because I put it on the wrong one. Oops. Thank you. No score bug. Uh-oh. That's my fault. Professional YouTuber, by the way. Been at this for 6 years. Brown will take the draw against Lushenko. Lushenko wins the draw. Tip it in the neutral zone. Gets it onside. Bump in front for Tippett. Couldn't get it to him. Duran, good takeaway. Here's Brown ahead. Here is Jeff Friel. Here is Jeff Friel cutting around the net with it, keeping possession for the Bruins in the offensive zone. Out to Harris, kept alive, and the Flyers will get it ahead. Bump takes the bump from Brunet. What did it take to make that scoreboard? Well, it's in Uno Overlays, who is the sponsor of first period Bruins action. Didn't take that long. Shot there by Harris, goes over the net. It might have caught some of Ersson, couldn't quite tell. Brown back to the point. Brunet for Harris, works it in deep for Duran. Duran for Tufte in the back in the far circle. Harris, Bruins making changes. Brunet off the benches. Isamont in front, goes wide. Tufte for Isamont. Isamont shoots. Save there by Ersson. It's a preset for the Bruins, and all you gotta do is customize the logos and the teams and the colors, and you get it to go. Just the way you want it. Just the way you want it, just the way you need it, any way you want it. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Has Corrali done anything? I haven't heard his name. He's kind of just been skating around, dumping the puck in. He's gotten it on the forecheck a few times. Hasn't done a whole lot. Haven't really seen him on special teams. He isn't really a power play guy. Could be useful in the penalty kill. Haven't really seen him in the penalty kill too much. So he's mainly been out there for 5-on-5. He's been okay. Lohrei caught a big check up high, and he is going to continue to play for the moment. Here is Asperos, a broken stick of Sean Couturier. Isamont ahead for Zacha. Zacha crosses the line, waiting for support. Through the legs pass, Asperos' shot is blocked. This puck will come out. Lindholm will go back and get it. He was out there for Lohrei. Lohrei got his bell rung, it looked like. Lindholm almost turned over the puck to Zegras. That's not the right guy to turn the puck over to. Lindholm for Zacha. Back to Lindholm, little give and go. Lindholm, Isamont shoots, save, rebounds in front, and the slot goes through Merkulov. Isamont does not have a stick. It broke in half. Flyers trying to get on a breakaway. Husnudinov can't play the puck. Merkulov, good stick lift, gets the puck back in the neutral zone. Drysdale gets it in around the net. Hits the broken stick laid out on the ice. That's the voodoo of the video game, if this is a video game. Here is Drysdale for Sanheim. Gets it in deep. Lindholm for Merkulov. Poke checked. Michkov. York. Back out top. Sanheim. Zegers, a backhand scoop on the net. Save. Rebound in front. Goes across the goal mouth, and it's in. The Flyers have tied the game. It's Nikita Grabankin. And it's 2-2. Nikita Grabankin banked in the rebound, and it's even at 2. Kind of a scoop. York popped up the puck and Gurbankin batted out of the air and scored. And the Flyers tied up at 2. DiPietro kind of lost track of the puck, didn't quite know where it was. Unless you don't use both goal horns anymore. Isn't that a new thing? Yeah, I don't play the other team's goal horn anymore. In the neutral zone, Brunet. Beecher for Kastelik in deep. Corrali looks to center in front. The puck's popped up off the top of the net. Corrali plays it himself. Corrali back out top to Harris. His knuckler in the net knocked down. Corrali's rebound couldn't go anywhere. Kastelik tied up there by Grands. Here is Beecher. Kastelik had a... Oh, there's a stick caught in the hole of Kastelik's skate. That's interesting. Here is Sealer. VL tying him up. Puck comes to the middle. Corrali sends it ahead for VL. Here is VL. Shoots. Kick save. Rebound. VL has to get it back to Harris, who cuts to his right to keep it alive. Gets it to Brown. VL touch pass in front for Duran, and it didn't really quite get anywhere. Duran was right there waiting for it. Duran gets knocked down. Here is Konechny in the neutral zone. Here is Couturier for Gurbankin, who just scored the goal for Philly. Couturier for Konechny. Played around. This puck's going to come out off the stick of Jeff VL. If VL and Genning go down, puck play to the middle. Duran poke check by Drysdale. And now Konechny will move it ahead. A little give and go with Ginning. Here comes Konechny with Gurbankin to his left. Surprised they didn't call a penalty behind the play on Ginning for interfering with VL. As here's Gurbankin back out top. Ginning. Duran takes it away. Gets it to Brown. Here is Brown across the line. He'll just chip it into the zone. We have a stop. They go to commercial. 10:56 to go in the second period. 2-2. Well, I want to send, once again, a special shout-out and a thank you to Skillet for their song Showtime. It's the official theme song of Saturday Night Showdown. It's off the album Revolution. Go stream it on Spotify and Apple Music right now. Thank you to Skillet for Showtime. It's a banger. Certified banger. Thank you. Monster's also a good song. Correct, it is. Monster's my favorite song by them. Is him a hero? Awake and Alive's always also a good one. Excuse me. You're back out of timeout. Hey, what's up, Adam Pellerin? How are you doing? Good to see you. Isamont playing with both the Lightning and the Kraken last year. Only 16 points in 77 games. Looking to try to up that number this year. The solidified home in Boston. Face-off in the neutral zone, just in front of the Bruins penalty box. They dump it in the zone. Bruins win the face-off. So good at this. I can hear the announcers after you. I don't have a way at the moment to watch the games. I appreciate it greatly. Absolutely, Tiffany. No problem. This is what it's going to be like for all the streams. Bruins turn over the puck in their own zone, but the Bruins will get ahead as the Flyers turn it over. Tufte with Isamont and Zacha. Lohrei drop feed. Puck goes through everyone. Zaka's got the puck along the near side. Flyers will move it into the neutral zone. It's Zegras across the line. Has 2 men with him. Cross-ice pass, broken up. Aspero knocks it away from DiPietro. Dvorak and Isamont tied up. This puck will come free. Tufte will just scoop it out of the zone. This will not be icing. Shot 16-11 Boston. Who do we play next? We play this very Flyers team on Monday night at the Garden in Boston. 7 p.m. start here on YouTube. We'll be live at 6:55. We go live 5 minutes before the top of the hour. Husnudinov shovels it in deep. Merkulov centering it in front. Bancroft trying to deflect it, and it's a save there by Ersson. Puck took a weird bounce, and the Flyers will move it out of the zone. Why is NHL 6-6 not working? I don't know. I haven't used that shit in like 2 years. Lindholm for Husnudinov across the line. Husnudinov tied up there with Hathaway. Back out top, Yoki Haru. Lindholm center point. Fans on the shot. Here is Kastelik. Kastelik wrapped up there by Sealer. Kicks it to Husnudinov. Looking to center. Can't. Goes back out to the line instead. Lindholm pinches down low to play the puck to Husnudinov, who scored the game-tying goal on Tuesday against the Rangers. Lindholm shot, save in front. What are you using? Well, I'm watching on Nessun. I'm watching on Nessun Plus right now. Here is Henry Jokiharju. Hampus Lindholm reaches the red line, dumps in deep around the net. Corrali's got it. Plays it around now. Drysdale. Beecher going to try to tie him up. Beecher forcing his man off the puck. Nice poke check. Corrali. Back out to the line, and it's Alex Bump who gets it out. Can't get around Jordan Harris. Rally Duran. Harris chips it past Duran back to Brunet behind his own net. Bruins back on the near side in their own zone. Gets into the neutral zone. Duran gets knocked down, wrapped up. We have a delayed penalty call coming up on Boston. 6-on-5 incoming. It's 6-on-5 right now. We have a stop with 7:59 to go in the second period, and the Bruins will go shorthanded. Duran will go to the box for the 3rd time. And with less than 8 minutes to go in the second period, the Bruins will be... no, they're going to TV timeout, and the Bruins will be shorthanded for the 3rd time in the game. As we are in TV timeout, we're in commercial break. Once again, this second period is brought to you by... hold on. This second period is brought to you by Benable. Recommend, discover, monetize. Do you think DiPietro will be playing the whole game? He might. He could. I mean, he's looked good. I don't know if the plan was to have him play the whole game or to have Zajac play the back half of the game. I'm not sure what the plan was for that, but DiPietro's looked good. He's made 9 saves on 11 shots. He hasn't looked too bad. As they're gonna, so let's take a look at the penalty here. Duran wrapping up Gaucher and throws him down. Most overrated Stanley Cup champion in your opinion? 2014 LA Kings. Oh no. You're gonna make an enemy out of me with stuff like that, saying things like that. That's ridiculous. Saying ridiculous things like that. That's unbelievable. Flyers 1 for 2 in the power play, 4 shots at Zegras. What in the NHL video game camera angle am I looking at? It's like the low camera angle. Konechny. Tip it back door. Couldn't put it home. Drysdale shoots. It's blocked. And now Sean Corrali shorthanded. He'll flip it in to the crowd. Nice job, Sean. Attaboy. How about the 2010 Chicago Blackhawks? You want me to, how about that? That might be a little overrated. Just a tad. I mean, they freaking scored on a goal that nobody knew went in. So, Bruins win the face-off and they clear it back in on Erson. Now it's Michkov. Konechny across the line. Gonna go around the net with it. Tip it, poke check by Harris. This puck will come out. Zegras couldn't play the puck. Thought that was impressive. Nah, I disagree. 2014 Kings also came back from a deficit. Zegras backdoor, they score! Trevor Zegras, power play goal. 3-2 Philly. Good feed by Michkov, finding Trevor Zegras, and it's 3-2 Philly. Michkov just opened up the whole seam, and he found Zegras back door, and he roofed it top shelf on DiPietro. Nothing he could have done about that. (3-2) Philly. Face-off won by Philly. Lohrei breaks his stick. What a save, DiPietro and Gurbankin. We have a penalty. Oh, he threw the stick right at Gurbankin, right at the puck. We're gonna have a penalty shot for Nikita Gurbankin. This is a penalty shot. For a chance to make it 4-2. He'll start out wide left. DiPietro will have to make the save here, and he did! They went across the goal mouth and did not go. DiPietro stops Gurbankin. It's 3-2 Philly still. Wow. DiPietro closing off the seam. Did he even get a piece of that? Oh, it hit the post and then went across the goal mouth wide. No goal. DiPietro, nice body positioning there. I don't think he got any piece of it, really. But good stuff. 3-2 Philly. 6:46 to go in the second period. Bruins win the draw. Zacha plays it to Lohrei over to Isamont. Deflected ahead for Tufte. Couldn't get it through. Isamont back to Aspero. Over to Lohrei. As his stick exploded, which caused the break for Gurbankin, who scored the second Flyers goal. Puck played around and it comes out. This will come all the way down. Hits DiPietro. No icing. He couldn't get out of the way of that. Hathaway keeps it in. Jet Lushenko for Tippett. Hathaway in front. Tippett plays it back to the line instead. Sanheim at the right point. Goes through Zacha. Tippett. Hathaway. Backdoor pass went nowhere. It comes out to center. This camera angle might literally be the Flyers' camera angle, so I wouldn't think too much about it. Might be where the Flyers' camera setup is. Couturier. Beecher takes it from him. He gets it into the neutral zone. This puck will come down. It's deflected, no icing. Here is Grands. For Konechny, Corrali breaks up the pass. Trying to get it to Beecher, could not. Corrali fighting for the puck. Beecher gets it back. Corrali gets it into the zone. Off his skate. Here is Grands across the line. In front, shot, save DiPietro. Beecher to Brunet for Lowry, who's been out there for what seems like ever. Kastelik and Sealer go down. Couturier into Gurbankin. Brunet going to tie him up along the wall. Behind DiPietro, now on the far corner on the Bruins' end. Drysdale keeps it in. Shot blocked down by his own guy. It was Konechny who blocked it. Here is Corrali, tied up there by Konechny. Gurbankin tied up there with Lowry and Corrali. Lowry puts Gurbankin down. Brunet will get it out of the zone. His puck's going to roll. Icing is called against Boston. 4:37 to go in the second. Hearing the calls. Yeah, DiPietro from side to side, he's looked a little better than Korpisalo. Although Korpisalo wasn't bad on Tuesday either. It wasn't his fault they gave up 4 goals. The defense in front of him was abysmal for the first 40 minutes. You know? Beecher. Puck is popped up. Sean Corrali in the neutral zone battling. Corrali, good battle along the near side wall. Corrali trying to move it ahead. Drysdale gets beat. Getting ahead for Michkov. He threw the puck away. Puck comes to Brunet. Sent ahead. Here comes Merkulov. Merkulov in front. They score! Dalton Bancroft again. He's got 2, and the Bruins have 3. It's 3-3. Bancroft ties it. Gotta tell you what, it's a 3-0 the other way. The Flyers turn it over and they get caught with their pants down pretty much. It was Merkulov with Bancroft. He also had, I believe, Husnudinov as well on that rush. So Bancroft gets his second goal of the game, and it's 3-3. So Dalton Bancroft, who came in from Cornell late last season to join Providence, has 2 goals in this one. And it's a 3-3 game here in the second. Bancroft's not making the roster. I don't think so. But he's had a good outing. Definitely good to see for Providence's sake, for guys like Ryan Mouchinel, the head coach of the Providence Bruins. Good to see Bancroft having a good game against the full NHL roster pretty much. I mean, the Flyers are pretty much putting out their full roster against half NHLers and half AHLers. So, good to see that. Played over to Grands on the right point. Flyers keep it inside the line. Played around, it's Hathaway. Out top, Sealer. Grand shoots, and it goes out of play with 3:08 to go in period 2. But Dalton Bancroft's having himself a day, scoring 2 of Boston's 3 goals, and it's tied at 3, going to break. 3:08 left in the second. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We're back from the break. Bruins and Tires. Bruins and Flyers tied at 3 through here in the second period. 3:08 to go. They honored Bernie Perrant before the anthem. It's probably going to be up on YouTube or social media somewhere. I'm sure it's on Instagram and TikTok. That's a dang it. Shut up. You're right, it is a dang it. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button. And subscribe to the channel. Face off back in the Bruins' end. It'll be Brown taking it against Jet Lushenko. Flyers win the draw. Tip it on the net. It's blocked by VL and Brown. I couldn't tell which one. Brown for Aspero. Played around. Here's Duran. Nice tape to Brown. Plays it off the bounce and gets it in the zone. Don't remember which game. Perrant was a goalie for the Bruins and the Flyers, actually. He's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. They won the most faceoffs today? I'd assume so. The Bruins have won a ton of faceoffs here in this one. Shots 18-16 Boston. As Aspero stands up to Garnet Hathaway at the blue line with a huge green light hit. Now here's VL. Chips it on the backhand all the way down. This will not be icing. Ginning gets by Duran. Now here comes Lushenko across the line. Couturier with it. In front saves DiPietro. Zacha. Tufte will get it ahead. Tufte. And it's now 18-17 in favor of Boston in the shot department. Brunet pinches Isamont into Tufte. Looks to center for Zacha. Could not. Couturier ahead. Here is Grabenkin across the line. Couturier looking for his man back door. Saved by DiPietro. Rebound Cam York. Couturier. To the line, Sanheim. York pinches. Now it's Couturier. Back to York. Looking to shoot. In front. What a save, DiPietro on Dvorak. What a stop. Here is Dvorak. Looks to center. Shot goes wide. And now here is Dvorak. Almost 30 seconds of zone time for the Flyers here. Couturier across for Dvorak. Just over a minute to go in the second period. Here is Michkov. Michkov plays it out top center point. Fires it on the net. That goes wide. Zacha. Chips it ahead through Tufte and out to the neutral zone. The Bruins will get it back. Lohrei sends it to Tufte. Back over to Lohrei. He'll get it in so his forwards and himself can change. Dalton Bancroft is on Hattie watch. He's got 2 goals. Corrali takes down Sanheim. No call there. Beecher plays it in deep. Sanheim, Beecher gets it back. Corrali in front, past Kastelik. Jokiharju's drive and a save by Ersson with 20 seconds to go in the period. Does anyone know the guy's name? Oreo, I believe it's on. It's Bernie Perrant. Kastelik will take the draw against Couturier. Face-off won back by Kastelik. Lindholm for Beecher out top. His shot is blocked and it goes out of play with 13.4. New e-bug rules start this season or not? I think it starts next season. I can double check that. Because there's still, this is the last year of the current CBA. The new CBA goes into effect next season. Beecher pinching it against the wall. There won't be any buzzer beaters in this period. 3-3 through 2 at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Three through 2. Gotta love that. Ducks and Kings tied at 1 through in the first period. So 3 goalies on a team. No, it's just that they have to have the e-bug into the league by a certain time, I think. Kreiza is back where he belongs. Played a huge role in Game 7 against the Leafs in 2019. Yeah, he's Mr. Clutch, right? Big win Red Sox last night. Yep, big win. Beating the Tigers to get to the playoffs. Speaking of the Red Sox, how are they doing? Oh, they lost 2-1. Game literally just ended.
Go crazy.
Oh my god.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
Oh jeez. Alright, uh-huh. Corey's job's been saved for now? Yeah, that's for sure. I'm gonna mute, be back in a sec. Alright, cool. Nothing massive news. Nothing I needed to know that was absolutely massive. Cora's job's been saved for now? Oh yeah, for sure it has. The Providence... Oh boy. The Providence Bruins fightin' Parms. Providence fightin' Parms. That's their new identity. One of their new alter egos of the year. Pays homage to the Italian heritage in Providence and specifically Federal Hill. And all across the state. Huh. Oh. Game stats as of the second period. Good question. I'll tell you in about 4 or 5 seconds. So of course the score, as you can see on your screen, 3-3. Shots 19-18 in favor of Boston. The Flyers won 13 of 19 faceoffs in the second period, so they have the advantage. 51.7% of the faceoffs have gone to Philly, 48.3 to Boston. They only won 6 faceoffs in the second period. Yikes. Bruins are 1 for 3 on the power play. Flyers are 2 for 3 on the power play. 6 penalty minutes aside. 14 hits for Boston, 15 for Philly. 13 block shots for Philly, 9 for Boston, 7 giveaways for Boston, 6 for Philly. No takeaways on either side. Remember who was honored. Oreo, please stop. I already answered the question 17,000 times. I literally answered the question 14 times. "14 times I asked the question. I answered that your stupid question, in all due respect. But it already happened. Face-off, second period went down, power plays went down as well. Well, they scored on the power play, so I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the power play went down, but whose stick broke, by the way? It was Lorai. Lorai's stick broke at that caused the penalty shot attempt for Gurbankin. Or ask that question again. I'd hate to ban someone. Yeah, I gave you full permission. If asked again, you can ban them. Tune in. What are the line combinations tonight? Great question. I can show you right now as we're in the second intermission. So this is the Flyers rotation. Bump, Couturier, Konechny, Dvorak, Zegras, Mishkov, Lushenko, Gurbankin, and Tippett. Gosher, Abels, and Hathaway. Defensively, York and Sanheim, Ginning and Drysdale, Sealer and Grounds with Earson in the net. For the Bruins, it's Zacha, Tufte, Isamont, Husnudinov, Merkulov, and Kastelik, Corrali, Beecher, Bancroft, Brown, VL, Duran, Hampus, Lindholm, Henry, Yokoharu, Lorai, Aspero, Brunet, and Harris with Michael DiPietro in between the pipes. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's game, by the way. Doing well, yeah. Bancroft's got 2 goals, Beecher's got another, so it's been pretty good. Typing up a tweet.
To Ibanez.
Oops. Oh yeah, Kyle's at the Revs game tonight. They're taking on Atlanta because he's up here. He's going to see it with a family friend. And Marc-Andre Fleury is taking the ice for one final time in a Penguins uniform to wrap up his NHL career. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Ohio State leads Michigan. So let's go through some college football scores. It is Saturday. It is college football. College football day. Ole Miss leads LSU 24-13. Texas A&M leads Auburn 16-10 in the fourth quarter. Indiana leads Iowa 20-13. Cal's leading Boston College 28-24, less than a minute to go. BC's got the ball. Ooh, that's interesting. Baylor's leading Oklahoma State 38-27. Navy is leading Rice 21-13. New Mexico leads New Mexico State 31-20. Hawaii is leading Air Force 34-21. Tulsa down 31-14 against Tulane in the fourth. Mississippi State leading Tennessee 23-20 in the third quarter. Earlier games done. Ohio State beat Washington 24-6. Georgia Tech beat Wake Forest 30-29 in overtime. Vanderbilt beat Utah State 55-35. Illinois beat USC 34-32. Notre Dame beat Arkansas 56-13. How did UNH do? They're playing Albany this week. Yes! UNH won. They beat Albany 24-6. How do you think the third period will go? Any changes? I would love to see the Bruins make a couple of changes to their top line. Tufte, Zacha, Isamont has not been a good line to watch tonight. At all. And it's not Isamont's fault. Tufte's been kind of whatever, and Zaka's been not great. So, DiPietro's looked really good in this game, though. Making 15 saves on 18 shots. Isn't Chara's number supposed to be retired at some point this season? I believe it's going to be next season. Shoot. It could be this season, except it would have to be later on in the year. So, because they need to have time to announce it and stuff, and like make sure the word gets out, you know. So I have time to like get family in and stuff like that, so that they can see it live. And so we were talking about that on the podcast last night. Which, by the way, episode 395 is available to stream on YouTube now. It's available to, you can click the link down below, go watch the YouTube replay. And also, it's available to stream on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Highly recommend it. It's a funny one. It's a fun episode. So, I think DiPietro's had a good period too. So, he's had a good first 40 minutes. It looks like third period's about to get started here in just a few minutes. Excited about that. Podcast name? It's the Black and Gold Hockey Podcast. The link's down below in the description. Go check it out. Super chats are open. Click the dollar bill sign in the live chat. Mark, what's going on? Eamon's here. What's up? What's going on, BNG people? We're just talking about the podcast. Just promoting it. And we were just talking about, we talked about it in the first intermission. We'll talk about it during the second intermission as well, as we're getting close to the third period. That, guys, we're giving away 2 tickets to the Bruins home opener. Yeah. BNG is giving away 2 tickets to the home opener for next Thursday, a week from Thursday. All you got to do is subscribe to the Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel and have a public YouTube account. Head on over and send an email to bnggiveaways@gmail.com. Leave us your YouTube handle so you can make sure and check that you're subscribed. Head on over to social media. Go follow Black and Gold Productions on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. And you're entered into the raffle. And we'll be announcing the winner of the podcast, of the giveaway, next weekend on the podcast. And you and a friend, or a family, or a loved one, or a lover, will be able to go to the Bruins home opener, take on Chicago Blackhawks a week from Thursday. Should be a lot of fun. That's right. We're giving away home opener tickets. You actually go into that raffle. Excuse me. Thoughts on Merkulov's game so far? I think it's been okay. I've seen worse. I thought he's been fine. You know, it is what it is with him. As once again, everybody, this third period of Bruins coverage is presented by Case in Point, Black and Gold Productions. Go check out blackandgoldhockey.com to go check out recent articles about the Bruins organization from ECHL, AHL, and NHL. And as I was just saying, episode 395 of the Black and Gold Hockey Podcast is available to stream on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube right now. Go check it out. It's a good episode. The Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia. And I believe as Eamon or Jack or somebody on the podcast said last night, that does not sound like an arena name. That sounds like I'm going to get my phone fixed. You are correct. Jokiharju beats Gurbankin in a puck battle. Zacha back to Hampus Lindholm. Yeah, it happened in practice yesterday, or 2 days ago. Tufte couldn't get it through a skate. Couturier ahead for Michkov. Hampus Lindholm going to try to close off his angle. Lindholm's look comfortable out there. BNG writer Ryan Bosworth tweeted out that Lindholm, the one thing to note is that he's just looked comfortable in his first game back since his kneecap being shattered last November. And you're so right. He's so right. Here is Trevor Zegras across the line. Zegras getting around Aspera. Looks to center in front, and Dvorak couldn't play it. Centering pass from Zegras to Dvorak in front couldn't connect. Christian Dvorak, former Montreal Canadian, Arizona Coyote. Beecher turns it over, forces a turnover. Kastelik couldn't play it, and chance in front, and a cover up by Sam Erson. As Beecher and Kastelik, a nice forecheck, forcing a chance at the net, and didn't get anywhere, but it drew the Bruins an offensive zone faceoff. Beecher kind of got away with a bit of a hook, but make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button on the live stream and subscribe. Yeah, I think Barkov's injury is the same one that Landeskog had. I think you're right, or it's close to it. Husnudinov against Lushenko. Never mind, Hustadinov's waved out, so it'll be the 2-goal scorer, Dalton Bancroft. He's got 2 goals today, both of them coming back in the second period. One on the power play, one on a nice pass by Hustadinov in the second period, making it 3-3. Bancroft couldn't play the dump out. Jet Lushenko for Owen Tippett across the Bruins line. Aspro gets knocked down, but he moves it ahead. Bancroft. Merkulov couldn't get the puck. Lushenko in front for Hathaway. DiPietro, excuse me, got a piece of it. Aspro to Lohrei. Through Husnudinov. Kept alive inside the Flyers' offensive zone. Aspro knocked down again. Bancroft gets it out to the neutral zone. Husnudinov's got it. Here is Bancroft. The Bruins will get a change. Bancroft gets it in around the net, while the rest of his team's changing. This puck went out of play. So it's 3-3. The shots are even at 19. Very evenly played game. Once again, these two teams will meet on Monday in another preseason game, except this one's going to be back in Boston at the TD Garden. We'll be live at 6:55 Eastern here on YouTube, and Gritty is twerking in Adam Pellerin's face. Okay, nice job, Gritty. You scare me, you're gonna give me haunts. I'm gonna have nightmares. That's nightmare fuel. You know? Harris's shot blocked in front by his own guy in Duran. VL in deep. Brunet. Went for the third. Same two. DiPietro and Ersson for their respective teams. No changes for the Bruins in their own net. Duran's shot blocked in front. It caught Brown's stick. Gritty is the creepiest mascot ever. I don't know about that. He's definitely up there, though. Duran to Brown. Here is VL, who had a good game Sunday. He's kind of been okay today. Puck forced out of the zone. Jordan Harris will go back and get it against Alex Bump. Here is Freddie Brunet. Over to Harris. Bruins' first line comes back out there of Zaka, Isamont, and Tufte. Zaka drops it for Henry Yokoharu. He'll flip in from across the red line in deep. Here is Ginning, plays it around. Puck goes through Hampus Lindholm's pinch to the line. Lindholm gets it back and gets it right back into the offensive zone for Boston on the dump in. Puck deflects off Gerbenkin's stick. Acquired in the trade with the Leafs last year. Gerbenkin plays it in front. Couturier puts it wide. I'm blanking out on who the Flyers sent to the Leafs. I'm blanking out. Chat, help me. Sam's brain's turning off. Who did the Flyers trade to the Leafs for Gerbenkin? I forget. Somebody help me. I'm blanking out. Here is Corrali for Beecher. Moves it across the line. Gets it into the corner. Beecher has a goal that was kind of a weird one. Beecher plays it around. Puck comes out. It's Aspro back in his own zone. Corrali just across the red line, flips it back in. The Bruins are playing a dump and chase for the forecheck. Grans ahead for Dvorak for Zegras. He flips it in. I am blanking out on who the Flyers traded to the Leafs. Here is Michkov. In front! DiPietro had no idea where it was, but he made a nice kick save. Oh, man. Does nobody in the chat know? Scott Lawton. There it is. There it is. That's who it was. Scott Lawton. Correct. I completely had a brain fart. I could not remember who the Flyers traded for Gurbankin, but they traded Lawton. That's right. And there was, like, first-round picks involved, I think, too. As VL gets it into the zone. Duran against York. Duran knocks him and pins him against the wall, but the puck comes free. Brunet shovels it in deep. Duran knocks it down off his stick on the deflection. Goes wide. Hathaway gets it out of the zone. Puck comes out. Jordan Harris in the backhand. He'll try to get it in the zone. He can't. Puck's batted out of the air. Brown knocked into. Here is VL. Plays it back to Brunet in his own end. Brunet for Harris gets it in. VL will race for it against Lushenko. Lushenko beats him. Sanheim plays it around, who scored the first Flyers goal. Pinched against the walls, Harris. Kept alive there by, looks like that was Duran. Here is Brunet. To the net. Deflection, save, rebound. Goes wide. Brunet pinches and keeps it in. Brown battling. Puck comes to Sanheim. Moved ahead. Kept alive there by Harris, who pinched Hathaway to keep it in. Excuse me. Here is Ginning. Moves it ahead. This puck comes back down to into the Bruins' end. Yokoharu for Bancroft. Flips it into the zone. In front, Husnudinov got around the defense. And he almost had a 4-3 go-ahead goal. Sean Couturier gets it into the zone. Lots of action here. Not a lot of stoppages here in the third. Here is Gurbankin. Looks to center. Yokoharu the block on the pass in front. Gurbankin gets it back. For Couturier, puck goes wide. Here is Drysdale. Yokoharu tied up there by Gurbankin. Couturier getting shoved at by Hampus Lindholm. Chat, let me know who do you think's going to win, Bruins or Flyers? Let me know in the chat. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Yokoharu for Bancroft. Gets it in the zone. The Bruins are out shooting the Flyers 20-19. Here is York. For Rodrigo Abels. Takes a bump there from Aspero. Isamont plays it along. Tufty trying to get it out of the zone. He can't. Kept alive there by Bump. Bump. Corrals the puck. Sealer's shot. Glove save by DiPietro. They go to TV timeout. 7 minutes in. 3-3 tie. I'm trying to mute it. Please. Jeez. Now, shots are even. This is a close game. Yeah, it is. It's a good one. Can't wait to eat dinner after this game, guys. Dining hall's closed, unfortunately. The Bruins with 21 shots on goal. I can check the NHL app and see what it says. Oh, you are correct. Once again, guys, donations and super chats are open. Donations are accepted in multiple ways. You can hit the pinned comment in the live chat or the first link down below in the description. Donate directly to me. Or you can send in a super chat link. You can hit that $sign in the live dollar bill sign in the their icon in the chat, and send in a super chat. Also, members are open. You can become an official member of the channel, hitting that join button. Really, really appreciate it. 13:04 to go in the third period. Boston and Philly tied at 3. Shots are pretty much even. Bruins have a 21-20 shot advantage. You gotta remember, this is pretty much for the Flyers, for the most part, a full NHL roster against a team of the Bruins that is mainly minor leaguers. In front! DiPietro! What a save on Dvorak! DiPietro said no! You gotta be kidding me. Michkov kind of just threw it on the net waiting for a deflection. Dvorak was right there, and DiPietro got the glove on it. That is unbelievable. What a save by DiPietro. That's his best save of the night by far. Wow. And it keeps things tied at 3 here in this one. Face-off is won by Boston. Lohrei off the face-off win from Zacha. Lohrei in the neutral zone. Gets around a defender. Gets it across the line, Isamont. In front. We got blocked by York. Isamont for Zacha. On the net. Saved there by Ersson on a try from Zacha. Zacha tied up against the wall. Puck comes to Zegras, and the Flyers will get it into the neutral zone. Here comes Michkov. Michkov across the line. Pinched there by Aspero. Back to York at the point. Here is Dvorak. Aspero knocks it out of the air. Tufte gets it ahead to Isamont. Leaves it in the middle, and Zacha couldn't get there. Zegras gets it around Aspero in deep. Lohrei off a stick. DiPietro's looked much better tonight than what we saw on Sunday. Although we've had a bigger sample size, but still. Tufte. Pass over to Sean Kuraly. Kuraly shot saved by Ersson. Rebound in front. Flyers get it away. It's Jet Lushenko. Here is Tippett across the line. For back to Lushenko. Tied up there by Brunet. Here is Brunet now behind his own net. Carries it from along the far side. Flipped ahead. Kuraly just having trouble with it. Bruins can't touch it. It's a delayed offside. Bruins tag up, become onside. 11.5 to go in the third. Shots 23-22 Boston, and the Flyers are even at 3. Both teams completing a full change. Here is Grans. Excuse me. Over to Konechny. Gets around Brown. Henry Jokiharju trying to move it ahead. Couturier takes it away from Jokiharju. Jokiharju, good defensive play on that stick. Getting it away from Couturier. Here is Jeff Viel. Viel will scoop it into the neutral zone. This puck's going to come down. Moved ahead, Konechny in the neutral zone. Flyers will get it right back in. Gurbankin gets it off Lindholm's stick. Jokiharju gets it back out. This puck is... I don't know what happened there. Bruins somehow have it. It's Lindholm off a skate of Jokiharju. For Marat Husnudinov in the neutral zone. Back to Lindholm, little give and go. Played over to Durant. Husnudinov plays it. Back to Durant. Drops it for Lindholm along the near side wall. Lindholm tied up there by Bump. Durant chucks it on the net, saved by Ersson. Rebound Husnudinov. He blows an edge. Gets it right back up to his feet. The iPad on Flow Hockey to watch the USHL. Youngstown versus Phantoms game. Oh, all right. See you later, Mark. Thanks for stopping by for a bit. Appreciate it. Hustadinov. Played over to Aspero. Hampus Lindholm along the far side. Into the neutral zone. Merkulov ahead for Dalton Bancroft. He'll get it in the zone. Liked and shared. Thank you, good sir. Here is Sanheim. Half the third to go. Here is Tufte. Flipped ahead, and Dvorak lost it. Bancroft gets it back to Zacha. Here is Zacha, waiting for it. Here is Lohrei. Plays it back to his stick. Nice cut. He blows an edge against Zegras. Oh, boy. 2-on-2. Zacha and Harris are back. Dvorak for Sealer in front. Harris gets it away. Isamont for Tufte. 9:10 to go. Tufte will get it in the zone. Isamont tied up. Works it in front. Corrali. Isamont. Kick save. Rebound. Puck goes wide. Beecher, Corrali, and Isamont were right there. Zegras for Sealer. Bruins almost had the go-ahead goal. And now here's Tippett. Across the line, the Bruins got caught in a change. Here comes Tippett. Looking around the net. Wraparound cut off there by Brunet's stick. DiPietro might have got a piece of it. Couldn't tell. Tippett. One-timer. Save DiPietro. And the Bruins are still tied at 3. 8.5 to play exactly. Bruins 3. Flyers 3. What a third period. What a hockey game we've had here on this Saturday afternoon. Bruins, Boston needs to win before Super Chat. Fair enough. I can't control that, though. I wish I could. If I could, then I'd have the Bruins winning right now. Only final in the preseason today. Sabres beat the Red Wings 5-2. Other games, Kings lead the Ducks 2-1 in the second period. And all the other games right now that are on, Blackhawks, Blues, Blue Jackets, Penguins, Stars, Avalanche, Canadians, Maple Leafs, Predators, Lightning, all 0-0 in the first period. Will there be any black and gold game commentaries this year? I enjoyed the one you did last year. Yeah, there could be. Yeah, for sure. There definitely could be. I haven't rolled it out yet. Right as I say that, Tampa scores. Darren Radish, 1-0 Bolts. We are back out of the break. 8.5 to go in the third period. Bruins and Flyers even at 3. The regular season kicks off in a week from Wednesday. 10 days. They're taking on the Capitals. Wednesday, October 8th. Have won all their preseason games so far? I'm not sure. I haven't really checked. I haven't really been following along the rest of their preseason besides the Bruins, really. Corrali wins the draw in their own zone. Jokiharju plays it up and out. Beecher, Corrali, Kastelik with Lindholm and Henry Jokiharju. This puck comes down deflected. No icing. Beecher got there anyway, so it's not icing anyway. Corrali going to get around Ginning. Corrali and Ginning tied up. Puck kicked to Kastelik. Out to Lindholm. Jokiharju center point. Shot on the net. Save there by Earson. Corrali gets free from trying to get free from Ginning. Lushenko's there to take it away for Philly. Bruins keep it in. It's Lindholm just inside the line. Corrali in front trying to find Kastelik. Corrali lost his stick. Merkulov's down. Corrali gets his stick back. Now here's Hathaway for Drysdale. You a Philadelphia fan? Bruins shirt. We have a tilt between Hathaway and, is that Kastelik? Oh. Bruins shirt, Bruins flag up there, sponsored by Black and Gold Productions. No. What happened to Koklich? I have no idea what happened to that guy. .732. Oh, primer. I got it. I know what you're doing. I got it. Or you do it. You do it. You do it. I know what you're doing. I know you. I don't know if you would see it, so I was trying to take care of it. You do it. You do it. So are we 4-on-4? You do it, because I just. Nope, we're 5-on-5. So Hathaway and Castlick both got 4 minutes for roughing each, so we're 5-on-5. No, you're good, Primer. You're good. We had the same idea. Here is Merkulov, crosses the line, gets it in deep. Here is Drysdale. Couturier for Gurbankin, flipped in the zone. Aspero plays it around. Grans has it in the neutral zone for Sealer. Flyers will have to get it back in. Here is Jokiharju. Gets it out of the zone. Grans has got it. Puck comes in deep. DiPietro plays it around the net. Here is VL. Here is Gosher tied up there by Aspero. Nice check there by him. Jokiharju for Aspero. For Jokiharju. Brown. Ahead, puck comes out of the zone. VL gets around Grans. VL, nice move, scores! Jeff VL. Well, Jeff VL. Bruins have a 4-3 lead. That was gorgeous. I love that play, getting around the defender like that. He kept the puck to the outside and cut his way across Ersson and scored top shelf. What a play by VL. Gorgeous. So it's 4-3 Boston. So Jeff VL giving the Bruins the lead. Here is Brown, down to about 6 minutes to go. Bruins up 1. This puck comes in front. Duran, he fanned on it. This puck still gets in front, and Ersson guides it aside. So the Bruins with a 4-3 lead here on a goal for Jeff VL, who's had a really solid start to his preseason. This puck's deflected, so it's not icing. Brunet over to Jokiharju. Plays it across ice. Sanheim gets out of the zone. Duran gets it. Quick re-entry for Boston. Duran at the end of a shift. Fires one, goes over the net. 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. Bruins 4, Flyers 3. Isamont, good forecheck against Cam York. Battling for possession. Zaka in there as well. So is Christian Dvorak. Kicked ahead. Dvorak grabs it. Moved ahead. Puck rolling all the way down to DiPietro. He leaves it for Aspero to take. Past Lindholm on the pass. Tufte chips it into the neutral zone. Here is Grans. Plays it over to Sealer. We're in the final 5 of this one here tonight. Beecher for Aspero. Move for Zaka. Lindholm in the neutral zone. Lost it. Intercepted there by Bump. No icing here as it went past Bump. Flyers keep it in. It's Sealer. Into Bump. Goes across the zone. Lindholm for Bancroft. Sean Corrali. Sauce pass off the boards. Takes it off the carom as Harris. Bancroft tied up there by Grans. Sealer in there for support for Philadelphia. Behind the Flyers net. Stretch pass ahead. Excuse me. Turnover there by Grabankin. Corrali takes it away. He'll dump it in cross corner. Merkulov in there on the forecheck. Drysdale takes it away. Under 4 minutes to play. This puck comes back into the Flyers' end. Now in the neutral zone, it's Ginning. Taken back there by Jordan Harris. Cuts his way to the outside. Here comes Riley Duran. Duran to the net. And he collides with Ersson. We have a penalty on Boston here? Are you serious? And now Duran and Drysdale exchanging. Play is still happening. Here is Konechny. Spins back. Bruins looking for a touch. A shot saved, DiPietro. It's a big one. We go to TV timeout. The Flyers will be on the power play when they come back. Oh boy. Can't be having that happen late. Durand the box. They go to commercial with 3:16 to play. Now let's see. I'm looking at the back of the goal. He burns Grons and then goes top shelf on Ersson. What a goal! As we are in commercial break, Flyers on the power play. What's up, Knight? How you doing? Good to see you. Stick around for the rest of this one. It's a good one. It's been a long wait. It really has. Hope all is well. Or Boston go with 4 players? I don't know. You got to think the Flyers might consider pulling the goalie as well. And Drysdale roughing up Durand. Why did Drysdale not get a penalty for that? What is that? Interference is the call on... Goalie interference is the call on Durand. Flyers on the power play. Flyers win the draw, kept in by Drysdale. Michkov. Is this your senior year in college? It is, Knight. Senior year. Here is Michkov out top. Flyers 2 for 3 on the power play tonight and 5 shots. Bruins are 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Here is Couturier in front. Kick save, DiPietro. Puck still free. They blow it dead with 2:53 to go in the game. 1:37 to go in the power play. They have pulled Ersson, so the Flyers have an empty net, so it's 6-on-4. Face-off won by the Flyers at 6-on-4. Extra attacker on, and they have the power play to work with. Played back to the line, Sanheim. Flyers need one to tie. Here is Drysdale for Michkov. Michkov's got it. In front, Couturier for Konechny. Goes past him wide. Brown takes it away. He'll try to clear, can't. Zegras has got it out top for Drysdale. Former teammates in Anaheim, now teammates in Philly. 1:10 to go in the power play. 2:25 to go in the game. Michkov for Couturier. Goes past DiPietro, and Couturier sticks. Sanheim back at the point. Halfway through the penalty. Drysdale at the point. Back to Michkov down low on the far side corner. Now out top. Sanheim In down low. Konechny in front. Broken up by Brown. Bruins trying to get it out. They can't. 2 minutes to go. Konechny's got it. He has it. Plays it out top. Here is Sanheim. Walks in. Shot blocked by Jokiharju. Corrali trying to poke check it. To try to get it out. He can't. Lindholm in there as well. Down to 38 seconds to go in the 6v4. Jokiharju trying to play it out. He'll clear it all the way down. No icing since it's a penalty. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Now it's down to 20. Drysdale for Zegras. Tippett gets around Husnudinov. Looks to center. Can't. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Here is Dvorak for Tippett. Aspero tying him up along the wall. Zacha in there. Aspero will take a shot. Down the ice. It'll miss just wide. Back to 6-on-5. The empty net is still on. The Bruins will get Duran back out of the box. It's 6-on-5. Sealer. Zacha breaks up the dumping attempt. As we are now in the final minute of regulation here. Big tie-up. Husnudinov in the neutral zone. He'll just chip it out ahead. Down to 50 seconds to go. Here is York. 40 seconds left. Bruins need to hang on. Flyers need one to tie. Here comes Gurbankin. Tippett. Husnudinov trying to force it out. Kept in at the line. Tippett. Big tie-up. It's Konechny. Gurbankin. Down to 30 seconds down. Out top for Sanheim. Flyers need one to tie. Here is Konechny. Looking Sanheim. One-timer shot. DiPietro, a glove save, and it's a big one. With 21.2 to go. Wow. 21.2 left. It looks like Philadelphia is going to call a timeout. Timeout here called by Philly. 21.2 to go in the game. Michael DiPietro's had a really good performance so far. Let's see if the Bruins if he can get 20 more seconds out of him and the Bruins can take a victory back home to Boston. Once again, it's an empty net for Philadelphia. It's 6-on-5. 21.2 to go. The Flyers looking to tie it to force overtime. The Bruins looking to take a victory on the road in Philly here and start off the preseason 2-1. Flyers would fall to 1-3 in the preseason if they can't connect here. Zacha will take the draw against Couturier. Big tie-up on the draw. Michkov gets it away. Philadelphia has it. Here is Sanheim. 15 seconds to go. In down low, Konechny. Back to Sanheim. Drysdale plays it off the carom of the boards. Goes through everybody. Konechny's got it. Centering pass in front. Here's Sanheim. Shot goes wide. Rebound in front. Konechny can't play it. 5 seconds to go. Konechny in front. Bruins will get it away, and the Bruins win. 4-3, the final in Philly. The Bruins hang on and beat the Philadelphia Flyers by a final score of Your 3 stars of the game. Your 3rd star of the game is the man who kept the puck out of the net for the most part today. 27 saves, or 24 saves on 27 shots. It's Michael DiPietro, your 3rd star of the game today. He was excellent in net for the Bruins today. Your 2nd star of the game is the man who had the game-winning goal to win it for the Bees. It was Jeff VL. Your 2nd star of the game having the game-winning goal to win it late in the 3rd period. And your 1st star of the game is the man who had 2 goals in the 2nd period, coming straight out of Cornell, signed with the Providence Bruins last year. Now he's on an entry-level contract. Dalton Bancroft, your 1st star of the game, having a nice 2-goal performance. Bruins in action Monday against the Flyers at TD Garden. It'll be a 7 p.m. start. We'll be live right here on YouTube for it. And Red Sox playoff coverage. If the Red Sox and Bruins are playing at the same time, we'll have split screen. We'll have Red Sox. I'll have Red Sox on a split screen, and I'll have the Bruins on up here so I can see what's going on. I want to follow along with the Red Sox. I want to make sure I watch it as well, and I'll keep you updated on how that's going. But Bruins win. The Bruins have a nice win on the road, winning it 4-3 here tonight. That is going to do it for Bruins coverage here on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure to turn on your post notifications to get notified every single time we go live or upload here on the channel. Make sure to follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter down below in the description. And with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Go Patriots tomorrow. Go Red Sox as well. And I'll see you guys on Monday for Bruins and Flyers. These 2 teams will meet again, this time in Boston. That was your first episode of Saturday Night Showdown. For now, see you on Monday. Bruins win 4-3.